Hello everyone and welcome back to SpartanGaming Plays Call of the Sea. We're on chapter 3 of Call of the Sea. That's pretty good. It rhymes. Everyone likes rhyming. Unless you're a Satanist. You a Satanist? I don't know. I'm in a mood today. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Torn apart and cast so far up the beach. What on earth could have happened to it?
They are some big claws. That's unsettling.
My God. The ship's hull was ripped open. A few jagged rocks couldn't have caused a gash of this size.
I mean, we've already seen what's in the bloody sea. That big giant fucking Steve. That's what we're calling him, by the way. His name's Steve. Maybe he got pissed off with the with the ship. It's like, yeah, get out of my sea. Slash his bloody claws. Those are some big claws.
This place gives me the creeps.
Yeah, and water gives me the willies. Join the club. I always found walking like this in video games really disorientating. I seem to automatically like move my head because of reasons.
Of the ship's crew, nor their remains.
It's the Lady Shannon in Sydney. Well, if their remains are probably at the bottom of the ocean, being murdered, eaten by those big giant sea monster. So the reason I come into the ship first, instead of pissing off into the cave that we saw at the beginning, is because you can't see anything. It's super dark. You need to put lights on, and you have to do it in a weird sequence.
Damn it! This isn't right.
Let's see.
Nope, wrong.
Oh.
I'll try again.
Yeah, I've got it now. Doink.
Green. Now, what exactly did I turn on?
Turn me on. Yoink. And nothing happened. You have to go to these junction pot little boxes up here. Plonk. And then you follow the wires down. But we're not going to do that first. We need to come over here. This is important.
That voice. Is that Harry?
74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is
No,
unaccounted for.
just a recording.
5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
Yeah, if we don't turn it off, we'll keep talking. That's a cool microphone. Right, old school. So they've been here for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a bit months. 6 and a bit weeks.
Apparently, Harry's expedition waited for a long time to be rescued. Did they give up hope?
I would have, because I wouldn't have made a raft and started into the ocean. I would have sat here to die. I'd rather die on land than die at sea. Thank you very much. It's got nice aesthetics, this game does. It's very of its time, isn't it? These like old microphones and radios and stuff. So it really anchors you into the time period. It doesn't feel like, you know, when you play some like indie type games, they're normally just cheap assets just farted into the world and they don't really fit. But this makes sense, you know. You're in a boat that's capsized. Well, not capsized, does it? It's ran aground. And yeah, everything's just all over the place. All these wires and stuff make sense later on as you go through the story of why there's so much crap everywhere.
The ship was whaling not far from here.
Oh, no wonder it got bloody murdered. Whaling. What a disgusting thing to do. I'm hoping that everyone on that ship's dead now.
Even the crew of the ship that brought Harry's expedition to this island were afraid of it.
Just the pussies. So this is June 30th. And we're in November now. So they've been what? June, July, August, September, October. They've been like 5 to 6 months. Is that right? Yeah, it's November. Oh, word. Yeah, I've been in this. I was thinking like a couple of weeks. A couple of months. It says, we delivered the 6 members of the Ever expedition to the island without incident. We'll come back to pick them up again in 3 weeks. If there's anything left to pick up by then. Wow. Left the island after lunch. No incidents. 6 a.m. The area seems adequate for whaling. We might get a good catch. Yeah. Seems that you got catched instead.
This is the captain's last entry.
Good weather, clear sailing until a surprise undercurrent shook the ship. I haven't seen the sea that rough in years. And then 5 o'clock's like the first mate swears he saw something. So he swears he saw a huge sea creature near our hull shortly afterwards. Definitely not a whale. We've been in the water, mate. We know what's in there. There's death in that water. Yeah, that sea monster probably got pissed off with you hunting the whales. So it's like, you know what? Get his claws out. Fucking go.
Frank is certainly a resourceful man.
I wired up your message to the radio like you asked, Mr. Everhart. I'll keep broadcasting as long as the ship's got fuel. God help us, Frank. Well, I turned it off, so... And it's been 6 months, and nobody's got this distress signal. I wonder why.
What were you looking for in the heart of the island?
I was thinking this expedition had failed and was worried about how we're going to get back home. Then I found those stairs that led me to the giant stone organ. Brilliant. It might be another way to get to the very heart of the island. In any case, there's nothing we can do until someone hears our distress call.
Maybe the legend is more real than it seems.
On an island of Honapi, there's a city called Nan Madol that's comprised entirely of large basalt structures. Legend has it, this city was built with floating stones moved by black magic. Best kind of magic. Ooh.
And I was completely covered in that black goo. I wonder what it would do to me.
Yeah, you're fine. You're not losing your marbles, except I'm talking to you. Everything on this rotten island has something to do with that damn black ooze in one way or another. Even Dr. Witt's irrational behaviour seems to be related to this getting exposed to that awful liquid. Question mark?
The black ooze's properties are perplexing.
The black ooze test changes consistency, so that levitates when exposed to different vibration frequencies. That's pretty cool. And there they are floating. Oh, weird. Almost haunting how they're just floating there. That technology is not for man. No, now we'll probably make weapons out of it and murder each other. Come on, everyone knows how this works. So this puzzle is not too difficult.
Must control the vibrations inside this chamber.
You have to get them to a specific height. The green indicates the correct level. And you turn these to get them. As you can see, this one moves the first and the second one. This one moves the first and the third one. And this one moves 3 and 2. I think it's something like that, yeah.
I'd better write down those numbers in my journal.
I remember getting really annoyed doing these types of puzzles. Yeah, they it's these puzzles. There's another one later on, from what I remember, which is you have to light all the lights up on this like circular device thing, and when you press one, it takes the light off others and stuff, and it's. I remember sitting there for like 20 minutes trying to get this stupid lights to light up, and slowly losing my mind. More than I already am. Yeah. I've got that to look forward to. Yay! We're done in the Lady Shannon anyway. Basically, we came in here just for the frequency and
I've been covered in this black liquid.
Ooh.
I wonder what it's going to do to me. Although I doubt anything could be worse than my illness.
Dunno. Getting eaten by that giant fucking monster in the ocean. That would piss me off. Oh. This should turn the lights on.
At last.
Nice.
That should make things easier. Looks like they took items from the stranded ship.
It's weird is like nobody on this ship. Oh man, that beast, they really didn't know that ship, did they? Jesus Christ. You know, it would be really spooky if you could see like a shadow moving in the water. You know, just to add that scary Lovecraftian nightmare. But no, you never do.
Ropes are frayed, and there are strange marks on the wooden pole.
Someone was oh, I should have come here last actually. This pole makes sense in a minute when we see a picture. As per usual, I have run through this chapter beforehand. I've actually found how to save without it actually saving. You have to copy your saves and then delete them and then recopy them. It's a pain in the ass. It kind of auto saves, and then the saves themselves are in your app data in Windows anyway, and you copy them to your another hard drive, so, and then they're your backups. Play the game and then just delete the save and put the old ones back on, and it lets me actually play without saving all my progress. So basically, I can run through the couple of chapters ahead and get depressed when I get to a puzzle, and then I'm gonna have to do it again. Yay!
Never heard of this Eric Zahn fella.
Sounds like an ass.
A pulp magazine. I love Chandra Hogarth stories.
A tale of mystery and fantasy intrigued by Chandra Hogarth. Escape from Arcadia. It moved me out of the way. That's can't see shit.
A portable typewriter.
That's kind of typewriter. It says portable. Like, aren't all typewriters portable? They don't come with a desk, do they?
Someone here had a green thumb. Photographic film.
I love how it says 12 XP. Like, you get 12 XP for what? Using the camera? Brilliant. Ward and Blake, news agency. So look, Cassandra D. Ward. Cassandra is... Where's the pictures of the crew? Not in that, stupid idiot. It's in here. Cassandra is this lady here. For some reason, they decided to bring a reporter and a stuntman. Because the reporter kind of makes sense, you know? But not Roy, the stuntman, who for some reason is obsessed with dynamite. I still don't understand that. Brilliant. So I woke up in the dead of night on a black beach. I can't remember how I got there. I just got fuzzy memories like a dream. He was in the water and you turned into a fish. An enormous shipwreck cast its shadow over the black sand of the beach. Looks like lights are shining through the cracks in its hull. Cults and Rituals, an interview with Inspector John Raymond Legrassi. I thought that said Lestrade then. That'd be a nice nod to Sherlock Holmes. C.D. Ward. So Cassandra's obsessed with cults and rituals from the looks of it. Strange incidents in Massachusetts.
What a collection of happy news.
Strange incidents in Massachusetts. The Gardner family vanishes from their Arkham farm. That's because you called it Arkham. Of course it's going to be haunted and have nightmares and fucking death in it. Everyone knows. Arkham Asylum, and then Arkham as in Lovecraft Arkham. I mean, you're kind of asking for it, aren't you, really?
Oh my.
Ray Sudam and his wife found dead at the high seas. And she's obsessed with them. Like, all her articles are either cult related or, like, weird suspiciousness. When she walks around with, like crosses and every medallion under the sun to Wall of Ghosts.
I believe Harry visited this exposition when he was looking for answers for my illness.
Newburyport Tiara expedition coming to... That, to me, is saying that it's from this island. From all this structure we've seen so far, they wouldn't have this picture unless this was something to do with whatever the hell the fish people are. I mean, that, to be honest, I don't know. It just, something says that that's maybe related to the island. Or the people that live here. Not on the island, but underneath the island. Oh, there's bowls again. Oh, and there's a audio clip. Let's give it a listen.
So, is this recording?
No.
Well, shouldn't we be listening to something, Frank?
I have assembled and disassembled it. Twice. So it should be fixed, Mr. Eberhard. I don't know. Maybe it was never meant to play music.
DeWitt, where have you been this whole time?
Oh my god. He's got a knife.
Get off me, you lunatic!
Hold him! Hold him, for Christ's sake! Call 𝘱𝘐𝑦𝘮𝘮𝘴, quick!
Wow, that escalated. The DeWitt's gone absolutely batshit crazy. Is speaking in the voice that we heard at the start of the game. Oh, there he is.
Look at his contorted face. Is this what's going to happen to me?
Brilliant. Oh. He took 4 of us to subdue him. Where did he get that strength? Willpower, baby.
Those footprints definitely do not look human.
Oh. That's the pole that we saw earlier. It's the same pole that that DeWitt was tied to. This pole here. So from the looks of it, it looks like some sea creatures dragged him off. Oops. Bump.
This picture is taken from a distance. What is he doing? Floating rocks?
The doctor seems to be whispering to some rocks. Are they floating? Well, I think the rocks are these. It looks like it's got a stick. So the rocks that are floating are the ones that are covered in the black ooze, but we already established that, haven't we? Maybe the frequency hub's voice can levitate them or something.
Someone took notes about some important dates.
Ah, so they arrived on June the 30th. They set up camp on July. Roy blows up the well hatch on the 14th. July 24th, we strike camp and move to the beach. June 14th is the last entry in the Lady Shannon ship log. And the June 14th is exactly when Roy blew up the well's hatch, which are well obviously connected. That's too much of a coincidence, isn't it? So if Roy blowing up the well triggered the Lady Shannon to get attacked, I'm guessing whatever's out there really likes that well.
Did he take some amulets from the other campsite? Or did...
Oopsie. Oh, never mind. I just like to find as much as I can.
There are only 4 chairs around the campfire.
Well, yeah, it's Harry, Cassandra, Frank. Would DeWitt be there? It would be 𝘱𝘐𝑬𝘮𝘮𝘪, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, because DeWitt was tied up at the tree. That's why there's food next to the on there, the pole. If you remember, over here. Yeah, see, same pole. I think this is the pole where the footprints were leading off. It kind of looks like it. Yeah, it is. It's just there's no footprints anymore. It sort of dragged him off.
I wonder what else could be seen beyond these shores.
It'd be nice if I could see some footprints, but I still think you should see something creepy in the background. But you don't. I mean, I wouldn't want to see something creepy, mind you, but it would shit me up. I mean, this game's not exactly it's not a horror game, is it? Anything Lovecraftian, it's not necessarily horror. It's the kind of horror that I like, though, you know. Like, I don't play scary games, but like Lovecraftian stuff is always spooky. You know what I mean? It's, you know, something's there, but you can't see it or feel it, but it's fucking there.
The expedition only has 5 members now.
Oh yeah, poor Roy. Good to wear. Who took that picture? I mean, I guess it makes sense he's got a tripod. Oh. There we go.
The menu is rather limited here.
That's better than eating fish all day, isn't it? There's only 5 people here, and they moved all this stuff here. There's just 5 people. Seems like a lot.
Hey, this sailor is a dead ringer for my grandpa Isaiah.
Probably is your grandpa. That's his job. He's the sardine man.
Discarded clothing. It hasn't been worn in a long time. A handkerchief with the letters EDW embroidered on it. It's stained with blood and black ooze.
So, is his name Edward? DeWitt? And there's his white fedora.
White fedora. It's really dirty.
It's a shame though. Everyone who wears a fedora is kind of cool, but DeWitt kind of lost his marbles. He lost his cool.
Oh dear. This dog was a certifiable loon.
Oh, yesterday the Stones danced with my song. Some load of gibberish. Everything is tuned in. This place, there is a treasure. It's definitely the same language that was whispered into her when she was dreaming.
These medical tools are hair-raising.
As if they let him practice medicine when he was losing his bloody mind.
I'm glad you stayed by his side, whoever you are.
Oh, Frank, I understand what... Oh, no. Let's read... This is another one.
These two fellas seem to get along pretty well.
Frank and Tiara singing while working in the workshop. There's another note, which is the... It might be in here, actually.
Looks like Frank wanted to leave, but
Yes.
I don't know if Harry ever read this letter.
Miss Wardell, I was in grave danger from this island. Look what happened to Dr. DeWitt. That man is completely bananas. I really think we should get off this island as soon as possible. Mr. Everhart was determined to leave until he found that organ thing. I have your support to try to convince him, Frank. And then Cassandra's like, Frank, I understand what you're saying, but we can't leave Harry alone. No, I know you must be thinking I'm only interested in the scoop, but what would you do if your wife who was sick? Would you let her die? I'm staying here to the end. See. Did I miss anything? Probably did miss things. If we look on our thingy here, yeah, see there's something missing here. The doctor seemed to be possessed by something that gave him incredible strength. The rest of the expedition had to subdue him and tie him to a pole. Should have just killed him. Would have saved a lot of fucking hassle, wouldn't it? After several days of descending further into the madness, the doctor disappeared in the dead of night. His restraints were torn apart, and there were strange footprints in the sand nearby. So he did run away. Did he either transform into a fish man, which was seen in the memorials things, in these, the black ooze, or they came and just stole him. The ship had several colossal gashes along its side, unusual in shape. It should have sunk in the ocean outright. How did he end up ashore? I thought I heard Harry's voice, but it turned out to be a call for help that he broadcast from the ship. I wonder if anyone responded. Obviously not. The ship is completely abandoned. What happened to its crew? The members of the expedition used whatever they could find inside the beached ship to build another campsite on the Black Lava Beach. Black Lava Beach? Harry discovered that the black gunk might have different applications. The ooze reacts to different sound frequencies, and some can even make it float in the air. Did the inhabitants of this island know that too? I think we're safe to move on. In this spooky cave. These are these basalt salt things, these rocks. You can see them, and they're naturally formed, aren't they? They're bloody incredible. The thing that they've been worn away into that shape is crazy. And there's some haunting noises. There's still nothing I can see. The little dot that you see when you're close to something, this little dot here that turns into this cog, and it is so tiny for me. It's really hard to notice it. Like, if you see me wander past something, it's because I can't bloody see it. Let's have a look.
You always did have a good ear, Harry.
I've been studying this structure for the last few days. The tones it emits change constantly with the tides. Do you have an endless supply of paper?
How can someone build something like this out of stone?
Oh, it's a section. The sea. The basalt structure. Huge stone pipe organ. The waves push air through the carved stone tubes. Cool. That's some engineering madness right there.
Captain Hodgson told me that knowing the lunar cycles is useful for better navigation at night. So Harry probably took this calendar from the Lady Shannon.
Well, we're in November, so the 7th and the 21st. So the new moon's on the 7th and the full moon is on the 21st. It's not the 21st, is it? Is it not the 24th? Oh god. It says somewhere, doesn't it? Here we go. We're on the 7th of November. So it's the new moon. We will need to remember that, so yeah.
A rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something.
That son of a DeWitt stabbed Frank. Luckily, it was just a flesh wound. Good thing they held me back, or I would have plugged that nutcase like the rabid dog that... Jesus Christ, what am I saying? Even Harry's going crazy.
I've never seen Harry so angry.
It drives you mad, doesn't it?
I hope you didn't borrow this slide projector from the University of Denver, old pal.
Oh, we don't know what this is just yet. Yeah, we'll need to come back here later on. That light? Oh, weird. Not working. We've got here. Got the weird piano. Got a book. Look at that fucking thing. What the hell is that? That looked creepy.
What kind of doodad is this? Well tuned. I expected no less from you, old pal.
I think I just cheated. Alright, so if you look in here, it tells you this.
These symbols are linked to the piano keys.
You look at this piano and you think this is a puzzle for something, and it really isn't. It really isn't. That's all you need to do for that piano is just get the frequencies. It's pointless now.
Wow, look at the size of these stones.
That guy. Just get his pimp stick. Megalith basalt stone structures. Or basalt stones. I'm guessing is basalt soft rock? Because like to carve it that intricate is especially for, you know, before modern tools say were available. It would be a pain. From what I remember, there's nothing up here.
It's curious, but it's the first time since I got sick that I feel useful. Harry is depending on me, and not the other way around. What odd structure. It doesn't look like a building, though.
This is the pipe organ that Harry was talking about. Fishman. Brilliant. There's nothing over the other side, but I think Norris says something. So we'll venture over there. I always get stuck in these bloody huge steps.
Sometimes I still doubt whether this isn't just some ghastly dream.
There's a nice, I like how the sky's green. It's very, creepy. And it's got these weird stone structures on the floor as well. Look, it's just like, it wanders off into the distance. So let's head this way. I think I've got most of the stuff. 2 days. Oh no, that's we've already read that, haven't we? 𝘱𝘦𝘴𝘱𝘦𝘪𝘳 was getting worse, and he tried to stop Frank. It's annoying that these logs, they only get added when you find the stuff, so you can get information before you understand what's happening. Like we got these ones before this one, before it says that his mind was getting worse and he tried to stab Frank. Harry found another unknown structure built by a previous civilization. He keeps searching for answers, even as they wait for help to arrive. The tidal organ emits musical notes when the water pushes air through its tubes. Well, before we continue, should we take a break right here? This chapter is not very long, but yeah. So yeah, we'll pause here. The next video is going to probably short, but I'd rather it be a short video than a too long video. So yeah, thanks for watching, peeps, and yeah, I'll see you for the next part. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Bye for now.